Let's talk about trauma versus accountability. This is really a debatable topic because I feel like at some point it stopped being your past in your life. It starts being you. Let's look at it from the history of people who have had a traumatic experience, how they felt like they've healed from it, but at a point they start living that same trauma. They start maybe encompassing that same trauma around their life. Why does the cycle keep repeating? This is because healing wasn't really accountable. There was healing, but there was no accountability. And then that traumatic experience you had stopped being your past. It stopped being what I conquered, what I got away from. And it starts being, this is my life right now. I have accepted it now. I feel like people that have gone through different stages or experiences in life, you really need to think about it and ask yourself, is this my past or is it what I am now? Is this what I can say, okay, it's over, it is in the past, or is this who I am right now? By the time you can actually and truthfully compare and say, okay, I think I've healed, I think I'm different now, that's when you now know that, okay, I've stopped healing and I've become accountable. When you start getting accountable for your actions, when you know that, okay, my past doesn't define me. I ask people, when you say my past doesn't define me, how do you mean your past doesn't define you? Most people say their past doesn't define them because they felt like they've healed from whatever traumatic experience they had. But at a point, they're leaving that past. It doesn't define them, but probably they've embraced it one way or the other without even knowing. So it's not about healing, it's about taking accountability for your actions. It's about living a life differently from what you have experienced. When it comes to trauma experience behind relationships or behind man and women, sometimes that our traumatic part actually affects our decisions in the future. We make decisions not based on what is happening right now, but what has happened in the past. And the more you keep doing that, the more it's not just about your past anymore, it's now about you. Look, I think we need to take a step back, ask yourself, what actions, what step are we taking that is actually tied or connected to our past? Ask yourself, okay, am I doing the right thing for my future or for myself? Or am I actually being afraid because of this traumatic experience I had? Because sometimes healing is not just about healing, it's also about taking accountability for your healing. This is Real Talk with Ifnaya. I remain Ifnaya. Please do well to follow, share, subscribe. I'll see you in my next video.